Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the latest episode of Gaming with Character, Open World Fatigue. So what is open world fatigue? A sensation of having seen it all after countless hours invested into an open world title. That feel of playing just to finish a game and not out of enjoyment. And we all know that feel. Open worlders have been more common in this past decade and a half, with more powerful hardware and more maturity in game development, pushing for bigger and braver ideas. And, well, because they make money, so other people want to make money too. Yes. Is it just a winning formula that offers immersion and fun through variety and extended gameplay that none other can match? Or is the industry just maximizing profit by selling us what they think we want and padding out what should be short titles with repetitive gameplay and samey worlds that need little in the way of backstory and good writing? Super Mario 64, a game whose technological innovation of fish that swim away from you was ahead of its time in so many aspects. It's at the least the first mainstream open world game in 3D. Take that, fucking Activision. But what games should we really thank or blame? EverQuest? GTA 3? Elder Scrolls? Suffice to say, and yes, I did need a word calendar, open worlders have been around for aeons in gaming years, mutated and morphed into forms we recognize today. Either the offline big cities and countrysides, or the always online games like WoW and RuneScape, free to play and free to pay. It's because of these kinds of titles that we've seen the skyrocketing costs of open worlders. But why? Why exactly would you pay $500 million? The word is more. A word always associated with sequels. Bigger explosions, sexier results. More hilarity, more feeling, sexier results. Michael Bay, swifter releases, more playtime, sexier results. Good guys gone bad and bad guys going good. Final bosses with more forms than Final Fantasy. Epic cutscenes, probably animated in Korea, the good Korea, to save some money. And of course, sexier results.
Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine.
That's why we've got super AAA plus titles like Destiny, costing $500 million in the hope they'll make $1 billion or more over their lifetime as MMORPGs. How do they hope to pull this off? Place, setting, set pieces, reactive gameplay, characters, story, and minigames. The game's world has to suck you in and keep you there, bringing you to a hyper-real recreation of time and place, or show you something different, something new. Otherwise, it's a failure. A game can have a great story, or none to speak of, but the environment has to trap you in the world for many, many hours at a time, from both a storytelling and a purely business perspective. See, if players are blown away, it's more likely they'll invest in future titles and DLC. Many open-world games, especially the online ones, have absolutely shit stories that barely piece together conflict-to-conflict encounters. I mean, where did they get their scriptwriters from? The porno school of arts and craft? Somehow, their aesthetic and gameplay pulls players inside who fulfill the potential of these environments, investing themselves as characters. It's more or less the same with an offline experience, except it usually has to be more fun, which is kind of ironic since you're not selling organs just to maintain your monthly video game rent with an offline game. But hey, we're not just here to look at beautiful games. They've got to be fun, with variety, a sense of progress. You know, to make up for the fact that you're just sitting on your ass instead of living your life. That's why we've got these level ups, upgrades and the like, different cars and weapons, and the all-important ability to wake up in the morning and punch Lenny in the back of the head. The problem is, no matter how great the gameplay, no matter how many heretics you slay, most games eventually become boring. Gaming has become routine. Now more than ever. Play GTA 3 or Vice City and jump into 5 and tell me how much is different. How untranslatable your experiences are. Yeah, right. That makes it more likely for veteran gamers like me to feel open world fatigue. Not only does the game they're playing feel like one long slog, it's too similar to its ancestors. Like your gaming life is one long experience of deja vu. Definition of insanity. Am I right? Still, even so, it doesn't matter if your game is a unique experience made by Luke David Nick Cage. If you don't get shit done right, it'll be boring. So how do you stop or prevent open world fatigue? Quality, not quantity. Fucking emergent gameplay, that thing revolutionized the gaming sphere. No longer did a game have to be a tightly honed experience. Now they could make a flexible enough AI that most of the fun a player would have would be from those experiences and encounters they'd have basically just fucking around in the environment. Think about it. How many of you have played GTA for the car chases, hairpin turns with cops at your tail, leaping off ramps, fighting random dudes? Or how many of you came in there for the award-winning storyline, the sound design, the things that all deserve a BAFTA, the artistic integrity of Grand Theft Auto? Fuck that, we're just there to shoot some dudes, aren't we? On the other hand, if it's only emergent gameplay, or if it's just wrapped up to a handful of experiences, say all you can do is just shoot some dudes, drive around, same cars, same music, same shit, you will eventually get bored. There has to be more variety than just rob this, drive that, punch this cunt in the head, shoot that guy in the back of the knee. I mean, on the one hand, you can mix it up with some tight action set pieces. I hope you didn't hear that aeroplane. Preset car chases and shootouts. Missions where you're given heavy artillery and so on. On the other hand, the side missions and gameplay outside of the main storyline need to come close to the pace and tone of these main missions. We see this in lots of games where the gameplay, that is, fucking around in a massive city, becomes worthless, while the main storyline is really what you're pushing for. On the other hand, Fallout 3 really comes to mind when I, Al, think of open world games with lackluster stories and setups. See, it wasn't bad per se, but fuck me running if you think that was as good as it gets. I mean, you had fucking Liam Neeson, come on, like Qui-Gon Jinn, like, no, fuck you. Variety! That is the word I have used over and over, or at least I think I did in the script. A wild signature, something ridiculously absurd, or so serious it overwhelms you with a terminal case of the Max Payne feels. It could be a masterfully written tale of love and intrigue, or a shirtless triad with a Panama hat that keeps driving around to classical music. So how do you make a good open worlder? Make it feel open. Don't lock it down early in the game with broken bridges and cyclones reports. Instead, keep players towards a certain area by keeping their attention there with missions, with things to do, and then expand out. But if a player wants to travel around the game world, don't lock them in with bullshit gates. That's just hell. Ensure it stays challenging. Instead of having players' upgrades feel useless halfway into the game, just keep the challenge up. Keep it good. Make enemies get tougher. Do something. Write it into the story that your city's suddenly been attacked by ninja, zombie, cyborg, dinosaurs. Or, I don't fucking know, pirates. Everyone likes pirates these days. Cyborg, pirate, zombie, ninja, vampires. I don't know. With dinosaur boats and... Hell yeah, I'm making that game now. Boring but practical techniques should be avoided. Everything should feel satisfying. From the leveling to the crunch of an enemy's kneecap when you land a shot 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech rifle with a tri-alert scope. Yes. Give out quality. Don't take last-gen shortcuts, we all know them. Shop fronts that look like photos, or the same 3 voices and 6 faces. Fallout. Sorry, just choking on bullshit. Don't put in more padding and filler than an episode of Dragon Ball Z, and hope for the best. That's just shit, and boring, and crap, and you suck, and Charlie Sheen's better than you. So get some decent writers. You don't need William, Dante, Dostoevsky, Shakespeare, motherfucking Samuel L. Jackson. Just someone who can write using their whole ass, not half. A good story goes a long way to engaging players. Making worlds, a series of them, which people go back to. Give them mini-games and extras to enhance, not pad the game world. Look for quality, something evocative or provocative. Remember, you're building a big game world. If you want to make something else, then don't blow Nigeria's deficit on a video game. There's some ways for you to try allay open world fatigue. And as for us gamers, we've either got to choose quality or play the games as crazily as possible. Always, and I mean always, push the envelope with your open world games. Go for those mad jumps, knock your character out of a windscreen, fight as many cops as you can, fly off buildings, do whatever the hell you can to push that envelope, get the most out of your video game. Break it! Break the system. Break past what they put in. Go beyond what they thought was possible. And that's all. Until next time, kids. This has been me, myself and I, Al. Whispering sweet nothings in your ear and rubbing warm yogurt into your back. If you know what I mean. Yeah!